of the rain has made it increasingly difficult to deal with the mud. So we've had to add hay. That way their feet are not... Oh, okay, dude. Okay. Yeah, so the hay has helped quite a bit. If we get another rain, we'll probably need to put another layer down. But, yeah. At first they were afraid of it. They all took off and ran into the coop. It was hilarious. I was like, it's just hay, guys. It's our first time having to use it. Usually our pond shavings are sufficient, but the rains have been torrential. And so they literally had a pool over here in their dust bath area that they had created. And so we had to do something about that. So the hay seems to be working well so far. And they're used to it now. No biggie. Hi. Oh, look at him kicking it all around. Okay, so he has molted pretty bad. He lost all his little tail feathers. They're not growing back yet, but I'm pretty sure they will in a little bit. Let's see how the other flock is doing. Let's see if we got any eggs first. Got 2 this morning. Okay. Y'all, Noisy has gotten so big. That's her there. She is huge. It's crazy. Daddy Kong over there on the other coop has really that Jersey Giant is really coming out in both of them, in Noisy and in Zag over there. Those two are the original OG Bainham Garden hatchlings, and he is now jumping on everybody. But he's a good Roo. He does his job. He tells them when it's time to eat, and he crows, and he's so handsome. The only way I can tell at first glance to tell Zig and Noisy apart is that Noisy has a black comb and it's much smaller. And of course you see Zag there, it's red. So that's the biggest difference to them. Their color pattern is a lot similar as well. They're both very beautiful birds. She is at the bottom of the pecking order. For a while, we have been trying to determine exactly which children belong to which hen. And today, after hearing a lot of commotion coming from what I thought was our bigger flock, it turned to be our smaller flock. I was finally able to definitively connect the dots. Oh, you have to be Goldie's daughter if you're making all that doggone noise. Like, everybody's trying to figure out what's wrong with her. I think that's her egg zone. Alright, time for this to be cleaned out again. And you can see way back there, there's the one little egg. I don't see another one anywhere in here. Thank you, Shrillex. So I went foraging for chicken treats today. Found a few worms, which is nice for them to get a little extra protein this time of year. Yucky, yucky. Yucky guy. But he's going to do well for the chickens. Also got him some parsley. And you can see several types of peppers. Reaper, Serrano, and a few ají amarillo chilies. I'm going to get these chopped up for him. Some spoiled chickens, I tell you that. I've gone into a couple of coughing fits, chopping up these peppers, and I can just hear them in the background like, Mama, come on. That is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so you guys, if you have chickens, you know that occasionally there's the unexpected time where a chicken will start laying and maybe you're not really expecting it. Well, we've had that happen to us today. Came out to clean out the smaller flocks coop. Voila. Lots of eggs. I believe these are from our Cochin mix. Hubby is feeling a little adventurous and he wants to crack them. So we're going to clean them and crack them and see what's up. So it's probably been about 10 days or so the last time it was cleaned out. So some of these are definitely going to be bad, but possibly some of them will be good. So, oh, that's not going to reach. I don't think it'll reach. So what we've decided to do is to crack them just for the dogs. I have to use the board. Oh, bowl, I mean. That was a pretty one. Well, you know the shells won't hurt them, babe. Into the compost. That one's a little milky looking. If you've ever cracked a bad egg where it's like bad on the inside, you'll know why we're doing this outside. There is a horrible smell. And although we've never had that experience with any of our eggs, we were given some eggs by a well-meaning neighbor. And, ooh, wow. By a well-meaning neighbor, and that was my first experience with some bad ones, and let me tell you, I don't ever want to have that experience again. So you're not getting any bad smell from those either, are you? So it was a total of about 15. The first one that I went to wash cracked while I was washing it, so I assumed immediately that one was bad. So we just tossed that one into the compost. And the rest of these we'll give to the dogs. They'll be eating good today. All right, and there we have it. Slide it up. Beautiful. Hilarious. Okay, we see for the most part that the albumin or the egg white is pretty clear, which indicates that these eggs are a little bit older. There were a few where there is some cloudiness, as you can see there in the center. That means that those eggs were very fresh. Carbon dioxide is highly present in the eggs when they are first laid. And as that carbon dioxide escapes through the egg shell, the albumin will clear up. But if you find an egg where the albumin is really cloudy, it just means that that's a very fresh egg. A couple of white spots on these egg yolks. This is called a germinal disc. If you examine it, it will tell you whether or not your egg is fertile. So, needless to say, we're going to be watching that flock a little bit closer now and checking for eggs daily so that we don't waste any more. That's it for Flock News. Thanks for tuning in.